Hi guys, Paul here from Meldrum Performance Coaching. Today's episode is kind of like a little bit of a tip that we can use as trainers, but this is also orientated towards clients as well. So I still work with clients, quite a few, and it's very hard for clients sometimes to get their heads around tracking food because it does take a fair bit of work. You have to enter everything into an application. You need to get used to measuring. You need to get a food scale. It requires a fair bit of daily discipline on top of all the other demands. So yes, it can only take 5 minutes a day once you get really good, but for some people, it's not the right choice at that time. And that's something that a lot of coaches need to get their heads around, is that there is no real perfect strategy for anyone at any time. So what we need to do, and what I like to do, and this is a new strategy for my clients, is the strategy of ticking boxes. So what I mean by that is, this is something that a lot of people are talking about in the fitness industry right now, the boxes that they've ticked for the day, and with very good reason. What we can do is we can set targets for our clients of, or even better, clients can set targets of things that they think that will be beneficial to them on their fitness journey in terms of them achieving their goals, and they can simply tick the boxes when they achieve that. It's very similar to the concept in training of minimal effective dose. What's the smallest amount of training you can do and still get an outcome? We can also apply that into nutrition and lifestyle coaching. Like an example of ticking the box could be protein 3 times a day. So a serving of protein, it doesn't matter what type it is, what amount it is, as long as someone eats a protein-rich food 3 times a day, they can tick the protein box. Vegetables, it could be 5 serves of veggies a day, it could be 2 serves of veggies, it could be 1 serve, it doesn't really matter. It's basically just finding out some really key strategies that you can just tick off and actually tick it off on something to get that kind of what's called kinesthetic feedback and awareness of what you've done. And from there, you can then build on those successful habits as they become more and more ingrained into what you do on a daily basis. This has tons of application for training as well. So tick the box could be literally just getting to the gym 2 times a week if someone is struggling with that. So this is something that a lot of trainers struggle with and a lot of clients struggle with. We worry about the strategies that we use that they're not good enough. And one of the key things that I've talked about a lot is the idea of progress, not perfection. And a lot of people besides me have spoken about this. But if we can focus on just ticking off these boxes on the things that we can progress with while we're in a period of really high demand, high stress, lots of work, when we have other priorities, this can be a really good strategy to keep you on track, to keep your clients moving forward, to keep your business moving forward. And it applies to basically everyone. So as the exercise for today, for clients that are listening, figure out what your big ticks need to be. What do you need to tick off to consider a successful week? Then collaborate with your coach. If it's me, obviously collaborate with me. But for a lot of people, it's getting to the gym 2 to 4 times a week. If they tick off 2 times a week, it's a winning week. It could be steps for some people. 10,000 steps isn't a magic number. It could be 6,000 steps if you're only doing 2,000. It could be 5,000. It doesn't really matter. Nutrition, I've given a few examples. Tick the box if you get 1 piece of fruit. Very valuable for getting enough plant fiber throughout the day. Sleep, tick the box if you're in bed by 10 o'clock. I don't care if you don't fall asleep to 12 o'clock. Well, I do a little bit, but that whole idea of getting to bed at 10 o'clock each day and ticking that box will eventually build up to you being able to sleep at that time. You know, another box would be put the phone down at 9 o'clock. There's a number of different strategies that you can do. Trainers, we can do that for our business as well. Tick the box, you've done your social media content for the day. You don't have to overthink it. Tick the box on you follow up each of your clients. It's a very simple strategy. It's not a complete strategy because you can do things with a lot more complexity, a lot more depth that can be more effective. But as a starting point, it's a fantastic idea to use. So guys, thanks heaps for listening. Make sure you tick some boxes. This is a box that I had to tick today, and see you soon.